What we're made of, galaxies, stars, planets, that's all right here. So, according to this chart, we are 96% stupid.
Well, at least they're willing to admit it.
Oxygen, carbon. They're the three most common chemically active ingredients in the universe.
How the fuck would you know? How would you know, Neil? God, y'all say some dumb shit. I mean, if we're 96% stupid and we only know a speck about the universe, how the fuck would you know, Neil? Bike thief with all the answers?
You guys don't know anything more about gravity than we do. So stop pretending that you do. And if you don't believe me, here's one of your experts saying just basically the same thing.
What is gravity?
You have no idea. Okay, next question.
Wow.
No, here's the difference. We can describe gravity. We can say what it does to other things. But when you start asking, like, what it is, I don't know. We look out in the universe, and 85% of all the gravity that's out there has some mysterious unknown. So dark matter is just simply what we call this thing about which we know nothing, responsible for 85% of the gravity of the cosmos.
What happened to me with science, where my love affair with science ended, was I was interviewing Kip Thorne, who did all the physics behind Interstellar, and he was getting a Nobel Prize for gravity. And we talked about dark matter. And the seeds were planted then for me to start being like, oh, these guys are fucking total liars. So dark matter, they say dark matter is 90% of the universe. The 90% of all matter, all energy is called dark matter, where you can't measure it, you can't see it. So they don't do science at all. They write science fiction, and they just say it's real. It's crazy. It's crazy when you see it, and then people will call you crazy for seeing it, but just hear me out about dark matter. So they go 90% of matter in the universe is dark matter. I was like, so what's the evidence of dark matter? And they're like, well, you can't measure it. I'm like, so how do you know it's there? He goes, because if it wasn't, we'd be wrong. And I was like, what? I mean, I didn't do it live. I was still talking to him, but the seeds in my head were like, let me get this straight. So the evidence is that 90% of the universe is material you can't see, touch, or measure. And the only evidence for that is because if it wasn't, your gravitational equations wouldn't work, because they don't work. That's literally the science of dark matter, dark energy.
There has to be an end to it somewhere, doesn't there?
What, an end to what?
The Earth, if it's flat.
Well, where's the end of space in your infinite space galaxy?
Do you believe in science? Does any of these people who create these scientific theories inspired by God, do any of them believe in God? Has anyone even thought about that? That all of our education curriculum is taught by people that don't believe in God? And do you want those people teaching your kids? And do you think that if there was a great deception, that, non-God-fearing teachers would be involved in it?
Live in a scientific world and not a world inspired and created by God. Don't live in a scientific world. Science is measurable, testable, provable. Space is not measurable, it's not testable, and it's not provable. So you can't put that as a part of science, and you can't even say that it's real. You can't put a finger on it, guys. We can't even get the weather right tomorrow. Like, you're sitting here telling me 30% chance of rain, and then the next morning comes, and that same time comes that you said 30%, and zero rain. Not a little bit, zero. And I get it. 30% chance. What does this tell you guys? Like, I can look outside and see dark clouds and say, hey, there's a 30% chance. That's better than looking at these stupid meteorologists who think that they know. They don't know shit. They have no clue what's controlling the wind or the weather or anything. It's all guesswork, just like space. Can't even get the fucking weather right. You want me to believe in environmental science and save the planet? Get the fuck out of here. When you tell me tomorrow it's going to rain at 9 o'clock and it rains tomorrow at 9 o'clock, then I believe you know what the fuck you're talking about. Till then, keep guessing. You can't even get the fucking weather right. And I'm supposed to believe that you know for sure that Proxima Centauri is the closest star from us, and it's 200 something trillion light years away. Come on, guys. Can't even get the weather right tomorrow. 30% chance? What the fuck does that even mean? Is it gonna rain or not? How about it rains tomorrow starting at 7 and it stops starting at 11? So, I'm not gonna believe a damn thing about untestable, unmeasurable, unprovable space science until y'all get the fucking weather right tomorrow.
You know, I was posting a bunch of biblical verses that say that the earth is not moving. And to watch Christians have to explain it away. Oh, obviously God's talking about the perspective of where you're standing. If the earth was a spinning ball of water in an infinite vacuum, you don't think that would be in the Bible? In fact, it says over and over again, it's fixed, it's not moving. There's edges to it. The devil can bring Jesus up and show him all the nations. You can't do that on a ball. And they're like, oh, well, fucking how dare you? You don't know shit. Okay, how do you attest for the infinite universe and, you know, grains of sand on the beach and planets and stars and all that, so we're not special at all then? He has fixed the earth firm, immovable. Swear to God, people are like, oh, what that means is it's spinning, but it looks like it's not movable from where you're standing. I'm like, are you sure? Thou hast fixed the earth immovable and firm. Thou didst fix the earth on its foundation so that it can never be shaken. Isaiah, who made the earth and fashioned it and himself fixed it fast. Also in Isaiah, it talks about the sun being stopped. Not the earth, the sun. He stopped the sun in the sky. Oh, but what he really means is the earth isn't fixed, it's spinning, but from where you're looking, and that's really about where you're looking. What? And I'm not saying that can't possibly be an interpretation, but that's the stretch. That's the one you have to defend. The claim that the earth is a spinning ball of water, you have to prove it to me, which you can't. I wanted you to. All you gammas, you don't think I wanted? You think I wanted to be a flat earther? It was one of the hardest times in my life. I was like, prove it. Give me the information. Give me the facts so that I can beat the fuck out of Eric Dubay.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
I want to explain something to you really quick, just in case you didn't understand it, because it's really simple. Now, here as you can see the flat earth map, you guys are familiar with this. Now you know the summer solstice, the sun is making its small circuit around the north. And it works its way back out into the fall, back out to the winter solstice, which is on its longer circuit. Okay, now, just in case you didn't understand what the portals meant, I'm going to explain it really quick. Now here I have drawn a rough draft, because I don't want to draw on my map. So let me explain this really quick. Okay, you have your North Pole here, and you have your South, which is the southern ice wall. Okay, now in the book of Enoch, when it says that the sun goes from the second portal into the first portal into the second, and then from the second into the third, well, it's really simple. All the portals basically are what they stand for. You got to remember they're talking in ancient times. So in the winter, the sun starts to move in, which is coming into the spring. So month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6. Half of the year, it goes from the winter into the spring, then into the summer. That's 6 months. It takes it 6 months to get to its inner circuit. Okay, and then when you hear it reversed in the book of Enoch, when it says then the sun has made its circuit, and it goes from portal 6 back to portal 5, and then from portal 5 back to portal 4. And then the nights get longer. The nights start getting longer because the sun is moving back out in its circuit.